Hey Jabaros, and welcome back to Jabbar Vlog, and today we are going to talk about the 10 differences between South Africa and Australia. So without further ado, let's get started. Infrastructure. Australian cities are world classic cities, livable, clean environments, and a good place to raise a family. Cape Town is well known for waterfront and Table Mountain. In terms of living, it is not livable compared to Australia. And that is a true fact. Number 2, let's talk about the food. South African foods are yummy and tasty, especially when it comes to fast food, such as fish and chips, chip roll, Gatsby, snacks. KFC in South Africa is really tasty and yummy. You can just smell it from far before even you reach to the store, which is really, so the food in South Africa, it's on point. Food in Australia is also good, and there's a lot of different food. No complaint for that. Number 3, car manufacturing. South Africa still manufacturing cars due to its economy and low cost. I'm based in Adelaide. Adelaide used to be the home of Holden Car Factory and the last one in Australia to close. So let's talk about car manufacturing in Australia. If politicians could have come up with a solution of protecting the local industry and have a restriction on bringing less cars in Australia, the industry could have survived till today. And yeah, so currently as we are talking, some of the Holden Car Factory in Australia has been closed due to that. So we need people who can come up with to do something and bring that back on the market. I don't know. Number 4, let's talk about the ambulance. In South Africa, the ambulance is for everyone because the government pays for it. Unlike in Australia, everyone needs to have an ambulance cover. If you had an accident or you have a serious illness, the ambulance will come and pick you up, and you won't be charged for that if you already have an ambulance cover. But if you do not have an ambulance cover in Australia and you call the ambulance, you will be charged the amount of $700 for that ride, just for the ambulance to come and pick you up wherever you are, at home or being involved in a car accident and stuff like that. So it is very important in Australia to have an ambulance cover. But for those people who do not have the ambulance cover, and if they are caught in that accident or sickness, the ambulance have to come to rescue them. And some of the people, they get too violent, they start fighting the ambulance people or the police code because they don't want the ambulance to come and assist them, because they know that they do not have an ambulance cover, and they will be charged with a $700 bill just for the right of you being taken from where you are to the hospital. So that is one of the reasons some people get too violent toward the ambulance people if they do not have an ambulance cover. But if you have an ambulance cover, that shouldn't be a case. You will be covered for everything. You won't be charged for anything because you are paying already for your ambulance cover in advance. So that's what I can say. So every year or every few months, you have to pay something for your ambulance cover. Just in case something happened to you, you don't have to worry about the $700 bill to come back and haunt you. So that's the thing about the ambulance cover in Australia compared to South Africa. So in South Africa, you do not have to pay for that. It's already covered by the government. Everything is paid for. So you can call the ambulance at any time whenever you want in South Africa. Let's go to our number 5, the beauty pageant. In South Africa, beauty pageant is taken very seriously. The organization spent a lot of money to make the event set up to be the world class. Just beautiful. You can actually compare it to the Miss Universe pageant. Well done, South Africa, and keep up the good work. We really give you a 10 out of 10 for that. The beauty pageant is up there. They're really working on it. They're really putting their efforts. They're doing their best to be the best of luck, you know. Yeah, so the beauty pageant in South Africa is elite. Number 6, crime. Crime rate in Australia is very low compared to South Africa. When I say very low, is that Since I've been in Australia, I have never witnessed someone being robbed or someone being kidnapped or someone car has been hijacked and stuff like that. I never witnessed this with my two eyes. So South Africa crime rate is very, very high. When you're going out, you have to be careful. You have to be alert and know where you are going, and make sure to get enough information of the township that you want to visit or the suburb that you want to be in, because you just don't want to go to the place that you don't know. You might get hurt. So you have to be very alert and know where you are going. In short, I can just say be safe while you are in South Africa. Be safe and your life is in your hands. So let's close that chapter. Let's go to number 7. Australia is so big with less than 25 million people. And South Africa has over 50 million people. So guys, you can just see already, like Australian population is half of South African population, which means the country is overcrowded compared to Australia. Australia is a big country with less people, and that's why if we can go back to the crime rate and stuff, that's why I think maybe we are having high crime rate in South Africa compared to Australia. So let's go to number 8. We're going to discuss about driving. We're going to talk about driving. In South Africa, they drove on the left-hand side, and similar to Australia, we also drove on the left-hand side. So if you move from South Africa to Australia, and if you used to drive there, you already have your driver license. When it comes to Australia, you don't have any problem when it comes to driving. You just have to take your license in and get swapped, and yeah, you are good to go. Let's move to number 9, guys. Customer service. Whoa. Customer service in South Africa, because I'm speaking of what I have experienced and what I have seen, not of what I do not know, because I lived in South Africa for almost 10 years. That is a lot. I know a bit of South Africa. I know some of what is going on there. Some cashiers are really rude. Like when you enter the store, they don't even greet the customers. They don't even care. Like you know, it's like, who cares? You just enter the supermarket, you have to do your own business, which is not good. Cashiers are like, I don't know, they have that mentality on them, which is something I can say that they will never change. They are just so full of themselves, I can say. So when you enter the supermarket, you don't feel welcome at all. You don't feel like you even want to do the shopping or anything like that, but you have to do it because you need whatsoever that you want to purchase. So that's what I can say. Customer service in South Africa is really, it's low, it's bad. I think they have to work on that. They have to work on their cashiers and all those other people who are in the store out there trying to help people. Unlike in Australia. In Australia, customer service, guys, is the best. Customer service in Australia, number 1. The moment you just step into the supermarket, into the store, you feel welcome. Because when you enter the shop, everyone wants to help you. Everyone is like, there, do you need help? Or do you know this? Like asking you those questions that make you feel wanted. It make you feel welcome in the shop. You will end up doing the shopping even if you are not planning to do any shopping, which is really good. Most of the Australian stores do have the self-servicing machine, just in case you are in a hurry, you don't want to wait. So you can just help yourself, serve yourself, and leave the store as soon as you could. In South Africa, they do not have a self-servicing machine because some people, they might just take advantage of the self-servicing machine by taking the groceries and not paying for it and just walk out of the store, which is something I believe will happen, like it will happen in South Africa. Honestly said, Australians are very honest people. You do your shopping, you pay for your stuff, and you leave the store peacefully, you know, and that is making the country to move forward. Number 10, what are people like in South Africa and Australia? Australian people are friendly, very helpful and welcoming. And in South Africa, xenophobia, I was there when it first happened in 2008. I was there. It was not good at all. And it's keep on repeating itself almost every year. People are getting killed due to what is going on. Some people might think like South Africa is this and that. South Africa is okay, but when it comes to living, it's not a safe place to be. You don't know what might happen to you tomorrow. So every time you are out there, you just have to keep praying for God's protection. That's what I can say. I think we have come to the end of the 10 differences between South Africa and Australia. And in conclusion, I would like to say South Africa itself is a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. There is a lot to see. There is a lot to do. But when you are planning to visit South Africa or you are planning to live in South Africa, be safe and know what you are there for. Australia is a beautiful country, and it also has a lot of things to see, a lot of things to do. Like if I heard about kangaroo, this is the motherland of kangaroos. For today, I think we have come to the end of this talk. If you guys want to hear more about the differences between South Africa and Australia, just leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for all the new videos. Give the video a good thumb up. And yes, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, the Jabaras.